Oh boy, are you in trouble today, folks?
Why? Again?
We're again, not only are we coming at you with another trash talk, but man, we're three times as bad today because Travis Patton Sr. is in the house with us. Hey, tell me something good.
Guys, this is gonna be crazy.
How you doing, Trav?
Man, I'm doing fantastic. Guys, listen, I've been catching your guys' show.
and that's a two-way street, my friend.
You guys are hilarious. You guys are hilarious, man. Like seriously, really, you guys are a great combination. I love your mixture. You guys get serious, you do jokes, but I think all in all, man, I love your show. I really do. I think it's, and I'm not just saying that because I like both of you guys. Your show's funny and it's informative. It's informative. So I catch it. If I can't catch it live, and Brandon knows I listen to shows while I'm at work.
Well, I hope you'll tell more of your friends about our show too, because we really would like to get our listenership up into the double digits.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you some tricks, guys, of what to do.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you some tricks.
It's getting real. No, man, I'm glad you're here, man.
I'm gonna show you guys some tricks on how to get the numbers up. I'll show you. I promise you I will.
Fake news. We just tell you, hey, listen, we just topped the 10,000 mark, you know?
Hey, what's going on with that candy behind you?
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, you know, we're heading towards Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you remember that candy?
No. Yes.
That's just solid sugar. And in fact, I got notes around here that candy was started several years ago and they sell like billions of pounds every year.
That wasn't several years ago, Stuart. That was like 45 years ago.
Wait, no, it still was terms. It was several years ago.
Yeah, no.
Stuart, that was around when I was in elementary school.
No, excuse me, 1866.
Oh, when you were in elementary school.
When I was in elementary school, right? Because yeah, we used to give that to all the kids, boys and girls. we were not gender focused back then.
No, everybody got that chalk candy.
Yeah. Ugh. Except I do remember going through a bag of that crap and everything and trying to find out the ones that said I love you or kiss me, because that was the one you always wanted to give to that girl that you really were trying to get, you know.
Right.
The ones that are up there like says smile, best day. You give that to the guys.
Well, you can get them customized now.
Yes, you can.
What?
Yeah, you can pay top dollar to get like whatever you want on those little chalk candies customized, and they'll send you a bag, or I don't know the quantity, but yeah, you can get them customized.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I just ordered a bag for Brandon. One of the bags says I love you, Tiffany, and another bag says I love you, Monica.
Oh my God.
I don't even know why I'm on this show right now. This is not my favorite holiday.
You know, this is one of those holidays that everybody says, when you're young, you used to do so. I would just, it blows my mind the billions of dollars that are spent on Valentine's Day between candy, flowers, reservations at fancy restaurants,
hotel rooms,
short time rentals too.
Parking lots. I mean, whatever.
Parking lots. Yep. Brandon and I remember going to see the submarine races on Lake Michigan.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
but Brandon, you got any fond memories of Valentine's Day, or Travis?
Why you come to me first? Like, go to Travis.
What? Travis probably says, yes. My wife and I used to go out and just have a nice dinner and everything. But Brandon, you always do something that's really insane.
Yeah, get it. I got a divorce on Valentine's Day. That was cool.
But did it
That's
start?
exciting.
But did it start with Valentine's?
I asked my wife to marry me without thinking of the date. This is just whatever. I asked her to marry me 2 days before Valentine's Day, and the divorce was finalized. I mean, obviously not 48 hours later. It was finalized on Valentine's Day. So it's just a slew of wonderful moments. Wonderful.
So needless to say, you don't have the fondest of memories on Valentine's Day.
No, not so much. And I did stuff on Valentine's Day. I'm not one of those people that like goes above and beyond just because of Valentine's Day.
Right.
I would rather like do something different. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to buy flowers on Valentine's Day. Number one, I'm not going to pay the price. Number two, it's just not my thing. It's not my thing.
Maybe a bottle of bourbon.
Yeah, we did that before. Some of my, not even talking about the ex-wife, but my girlfriends in the past, we would just like buy bottles of wine, good whiskey, and just maybe stay in and make our own cocktails, cook dinner, like something like that,
Right.
Before kids, when you could just like stay up all night and not worry about anything.
Right. But
now
on Valentine's Day, that bottle has a new significance.
A new reason.
Now I look to see what day it's on, and I'm like, please let this fall on a work day, or please let it fall on a day that Luke is here. Like, don't let it be a day where he's not here and I'm off. Like,
ooh,
yeah. Then I'm texting the ex. I'm like, hey, can I have Luke on Valentine's Day so you can go whatever it is you do? What about you, Travis? Do you do anything for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, Valentine's Day took on a new spin with COVID, right? So last year with Valentine's Day, what I did was here, and we have a huge basement downstairs in my house. So what I did was I made it like an Italian restaurant. And I had Italian food from a restaurant chain. I'm not going to give them a shameless plug.
Yeah,
but at candlelight, I had the hallway leading here. I had little small candles like that, tea candles, lit the hallway up, had rose petals coming down the stairs leading to it, had music playing, had the table set up with Italian food and candlelight dinner.
That's awesome.
As I did last year.
Oh,
I want to be there.
Yeah.
As I did last year. So this year, I plan on doing, I'm thinking of doing a luau. I have a green screen, right? So I'm thinking of doing the luau and having behind it is going to be like a beach and have maybe some beach music playing, maybe some Caribbean music playing, and get some palm trees, some fake palm trees and stuff like that, and have a luau. So that's what I'm doing this year.
I like it.
Yeah.
But it hasn't always been that pretty. So it was times where it was like I was like, Brandon, here's your candy. I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of money on it. I wasn't gonna spend a whole lot of money on flowers and candy. And I had to learn, you know what? You live only once.
It's true.
So roll the dice.
My thing with the money or buying flowers and candy wasn't because I didn't want to acknowledge the holiday. I just wanted to do something different,
Absolutely.
Make it unique to the relationship, I see guys, man, going to Kroger on Valentine's Day, like, let me pick up some wine. Let me pick up some ingredients real quick. And I see like the flower section's half empty. There's like a dead rose in the corner.
Exactly.
There's like 50 guys there. And I'm looking at them like, you didn't know that today was it's the same day every year, same date. you forgot. Like, it's kind of like last minute Christmas shoppers. I get so frustrated because I'll talk to people and they're like, yeah, I got to go Christmas shopping. I'm like, bro, it's in 4 days. And they're like, yeah, I just didn't have time. And I'm like, you didn't have a year to plan? Like, is this your first Christmas? Are you the baby Jesus?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Well, you know, the same thing happens with jewelry stores, because jewelry is a big Valentine item. And you better get in and get that early too, because if you wait till the last minute, the only stuff that's left in the jewelry store is the really high price.
It's the high end stuff. Yeah, exactly.
So all the earrings are gone, you know, and the basic bracelets are gone, but the diamond necklaces are still there, and it's going to cost you.
What about you, Stuart? What about you? You're the elder statesman here. What?
Well, you know, I mean, I remember going back to the days of the jewelry, and sometimes that worked, sometimes it didn't, because usually it was a costly investment that went sour. But you know, over the years, the roses have worked, the candy always works. Travis, I'm impressed with your Italian restaurant idea and the luau and everything. I think I may have to up my game, because I think we were going to go for pizza and Coca-Cola this year. So I might have to rethink that one.
But how long have you been married, Stuart?
48 years it'll be this year.
That's a long time.
48.
Yeah.
So
what's the secret to your success?
My t-shirt says it.
That's a good question, Travis. That's a good question.
Yeah, since we're talking about Valentine's Day, right? And to me, when I think about Valentine's Day, I think about commitment. You know, long-term commitment. You know, of course, you know, it's 2022, so it's more of a short-term commitment. You're my Valentine's for today. But Stuart, what have you done to make your marriage last? So, I mean, it's 48 years. That means 365 days of the same type of thing. How have you evolved in that?
Well, the reason my wife and I have had such a great, you know, marriage for all of these years is, I can sum it up in one word: dancing. Yeah. She goes on Tuesday and I go on Friday.
I think we should bring your wife in here and let's ask her.
You know what?
I'm sure
Brandon, that's a great idea.
Yeah, if she walked in right now, she'd say, "Did you tell that joke again?"
Yeah, she would. I want to hear the truth.
But no, I mean, we do crazy stuff like this Valentine's stuff throughout the year. I mean, I'm not beyond, after 48 years, just for no reason, just surprising her or saying, let's do something crazy. I'll tell you what I just did. I just had a birthday in December. And for my birthday in December, I gave my wife a birthday card.
Oh, wow.
And in it was a ticket for a cruise for her birthday in April. So that's number one, because we had to plan ahead for it. I wasn't going to surprise her a week before the cruise.
Right.
But just doing stuff like that and making it lively, you know, and I think the older that you get and deeper you get into a relationship, you gotta light that flame again and just do something that's a little different, instead of just saying, oh, it's Valentine's Day, here's a card. You know,
right.
Or here's some candy, or run over, like you said, to Kroger and get the last bouquet of flowers.
Yeah, at Kroger.
At Kroger. Well, because that's the best price.
And look, I'm not putting anybody down for buying flowers at Kroger, because dude, whatever, do what you got to do. But the last day.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And there's probably some guy that's probably been to 12 other places and couldn't find any flowers, so he had to settle for that last bouquet from Kroger.
I'm going to tell you right now, one of the worst things ever is working at a bar on Valentine's Day.
I was going to ask you about that, because you've probably done that a few times.
Yes. Sometimes if it was during the week, I wouldn't, like when I was married or in a relationship. If it was like on a Tuesday, I'd be like, it's not going to be busy. The weekend before will be busy. But yeah, it is typically singles, newly like dating people, but mostly a sea of desperation. Like, yeah, it's bad. It's like the girl at the end of the bar who's, this is like Valentine's Day number 5, you know? Like,
Wow.
you know, excuse me. Valentine's Day number 5, and she can't, I don't know, find anybody. And you got a guy there who just dusted off his black shirt from 15 years ago. Like, it's just it's bad. It's bad.
Well, and the second place, other than the bar, is the gym.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
On
I can see
Valentine's,
that.
hang out at the gym on Valentine, which I would never do either. But you know, you go to the gym and see if there's anybody left at the end of the day on Valentine's Day.
Wait.
See what's
See
left.
if anybody is left.
Yeah, right.
it's like when you go to the meat market and you're trying to get, you know, you get there early and you pull the ticket and it's 110 and you're like, crap. No sirloin anymore.
And you've had your eye on that one steak ever since you got there, and by the time they get to 110, they ain't nothing left there but some hamburger.
I think we're gonna get canceled because we just compared women to steak.
Hey,
Travis,
look,
what
look.
about you, Travis?
What's a woman's best friend?
I'm not getting into this. I'm out.
Blank is a girl's best friend?
Diamonds,
Diamonds, right? Yeah. What's man's
Right.
best friend?
alcohol.
Dog.
A dog.
Did we just go down the line of women, steak, dog? Like you guys.
Listen, hey, it's all part of the package, Brandon.
No, I'm pulling the plug on this. Travis, how long have you been married?
We've been married 8 years.
8. Okay. For some reason in my mind,
Mhm.
I had it a lot longer than that. I don't know why. I just assumed, but
Well, honestly, guys, this is my second marriage.
okay.
My first marriage lasted 17 years. And then this is my second one, and we've been married 8 years. And actually,
Okay.
let me be honest with you, all my experiences from my first one, I learned a lot of lessons.
Amen.
Learned a lot of lessons, bumped my head on the wall a lot of times, and try not to repeat those same mistakes here in this one. And my wife, losing Nicole, she's actually a good friend. We're really good friends, and that's what helps us. We like a lot of the same things. Like we love watching sports. She's a
I know you do. I know.
right? Like literally, like her football team, college football team is Georgia Bulldogs. They're playing in a national championship.
Yeah, they're playing
Hey.
in the national championship.
Hey,
yeah.
wait a minute. I got to give a shout out. You tell her thank you for beating Michigan from me. From a
I
Michigan
told her that.
State
I said,
fan.
Brandon is a Spartan fan. I said, he's loving this right now.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
loved it.
Yeah, and the Spartans beat the Wolverines this year too.
Of course we did.
Oh, yeah, see, so we love watching football. Like our favorite NFL team is the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm a 49ers fan, so we both in the same NFC. So we love watching sports. We watch basketball. We like sports. We like comic books. You know, so we're friends. We're nerds. So and we kind of like that. And that what works for us. So the whole candy flower things doesn't really work for us. We have to do kind of what you guys do, what works for the relationship. And where my wife, she likes going out to nice restaurants. She really does. She likes those moments. She likes those moments. But sometimes my wife likes a good hamburger. So you can take her to a good hamburger place and get her something, and she's happy. That's just
Right.
you have to find the balance what works for you in your relationship.
Well, Italian dinners down in the basement probably work pretty good too.
Now she enjoyed that. She enjoyed
That's
that.
fun.
Absolutely.
Well, because you're again, like you said, we had to do a lot of adjustments because of this COVID thing, but you're also, in an essence, it's more intimate. You're bringing something unique. You're putting thought into it. Like
Correct.
there were years I didn't have, well, there's always years I don't have a lot of money, but there was years I didn't have a lot of money and I was like, okay, I got to be creative. Like you're saying, let's go out for like early for an appetizer and a couple cocktails, go back to the house for everything else, and you just got to do what you got to do. It's not about spending money.
Exactly.
What it is, and honestly, I think that the chicken's way out is really make a reservation at a restaurant and show up with flowers, that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's just take it outside the box. Do something that's different. Tell me something good. Ooh, did I just say that? Yeah. But that's what it's all about is like maybe reinventing the wheel or relighting that spark. You got to do that because you know what? Number one, she loves it. And that's what is going to make it memorable, to open up the envelope and have that Hallmark card in there. That just doesn't cut it anymore.
I remember one year, I'm not a big seafood guy. I don't like a lot of seafood. But I remember one year booking seafood dinner on Valentine's Day, but I'm talking like 4 p.m., when nobody's, and it was a big deal because this
Early
place
bird.
down in Dallas, and I'm not going to plug them either, but they were booked. And I went, I don't like seafood, but I knew she did. And she hadn't had seafood in forever because I was always like, let's go to this restaurant, let's go to that restaurant. So we went down there and it was amazing. Got all dressed up. It was expensive, but it was amazing. And it was so cool to be there early. And I ended up eating like duck, so I didn't have to worry about it. But that was a fun time. But then I brought a change of clothes so we could all go out and drink afterwards, And that was one of those restaurant situations where I was like, yeah, I did the cliche thing, but we went somewhere different, and you got to switch it up. This year, I think it's on a Monday. I don't know. I don't even care.
I hadn't even checked.
Yeah, I don't know. Dude, Luke and I are hanging out. Luke and I are going to go get ice cream probably, or,
It works.
Who cares? I don't want to be with any girl anyway. And I promise you, no girl wants to be with me on Valentine's Day. I don't want to be here right now.
And he sips his coffee.
Yes. Okay. Well, then go out and get some of these little candy things and everything for Luke.
No way. One, he'll break his teeth. Two, he doesn't need that much sugar.
All right.
That's like giving a bump to somebody.
Right. Well, anyway.
Oh, Jesus.
Valentine's Day. I still want to know whose idea was that they invented this little cherub, Cupid.
The Greeks.
Yeah. It goes back. Frankly,
Or the Romans.
I'd like to turn the little drummer boy loose on that Cupid character. Just
Things
beat that little.
You know what? I don't even associate Cupid with Valentine's Day, really.
Yeah, and that's why I want to. How is it that we have this guy with wings and this arrow representing Valentine's Day? He shoots you with this arrow of love. That sounds kind of bad.
I think
right.
But just think of all the things that go into Valentine's Day. First of all, I mean, Hallmark, 148 million cards were sold last year.
Well, probably more because of the pandemic.
Well, that's true, but
the e-cards.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah, but I'm talking about physical cards. So somebody had to go to the store and mail those suckers out.
Exactly.
But maybe because of COVID, they thought, well, that'll suffice instead of a steak dinner at a nice restaurant.
Well, it worked. I can tell you right now that restaurants last year, I know this just because I'm a nerd. Restaurants last year were down 48% on Valentine's Day.
Really?
Yeah.
And
across the board.
And the ones that were open, it was curbside pickup. People call up and get their meal, come by, go home, and then go down the basement like Travis and have a nice meal.
Yeah, at least he's got a basement. We live in Texas. We can't even have a basement.
That's true.
Oh, that's right. You guys can't have basements in Texas.
No,
that's right.
No.
I miss the basement.
Yeah,
man.
we used to have when we lived up north.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, you
Yeah.
know why we have basements in the South. I'm in Birmingham, Alabama. You know that, right? I mean, this is a lot of tornadoes, storms.
So was Texas, though.
Well, yeah, we get them too, but where do we go?
In the shower.
Yeah, in the shower,
Or
or
the
a
closet.
bathtub. Yeah.
The thing with
Alabama is like tornado heaven. I mean,
Yeah.
literally, we just had one a couple of weeks ago.
Wow.
And I mean, a thunderstorm is easy to come here in Alabama. Thunderstorms turn to tornadoes very easily. And so having a basement is actually a good thing. Because you're literally already below the ground, above. So that's perfect. But I forgot about you guys can have that. So no candlelight dinners in the basement.
Except it's perfect until the power goes off.
Until the power goes off.
And then you can't sit on the couch and snuggle up and watch a football game.
That's horrible. That's horrible. So we know Valentine's Day was created for the florists, the candy companies, and things like that. I think it was like during during Depression to help boost the economy.
Yeah.
So if it was done during that mindset to help boost the economy for the florists and the candy makers, why hasn't it transitioned? Because the country has transitioned. The country is no longer in that state, that financial state that it was in. Those companies, the card companies, greeting card companies, the florists, the candy companies are no longer in that state that they were when this holiday was invented. So why do you guys think it hasn't transitioned in all these years? We just kind of leave it as it is.
Because the women expect it.
Consumer demand. In other words,
that's it.
Yeah.
Well, look,
is it consumer demand, or is it that the culture has demanded?
Well, how can really a holiday that has been around for 2,000 years, has endured? Why? Because I guess the real question I get is why is it so strong right after Christmas and New Year's? You got two major holidays, and then all of a sudden you turn around and you've got Valentine's Day.
There's a couple reasons for that. So you look at what Travis said, and then you go even further back to like St. Valentine, and you go back to what the Romans were doing, which was all kinds of crazy stuff, which is really more pagan anyway.
Right.
And then, so when you look into the modern commercialization of it, the reason they do it in February is because February is one of the biggest, slowest months of the year. Next to January, they got to spark the economy.
Well, yeah, and Hallmark probably had something to do with that.
Well, we know that Sweetest Day, which is another joke of a holiday, made up nonsense. We know that was helped by the candy companies and Hallmark, and that was just, hey, let's do this, and look, it works. People are like, oh, it's Sweetest Day, and I'm like, what the heck? So is that like when you're in the mob, you got your wife and you got your guma? Sweetest Days for the girlfriends, Valentine's Days for the wife.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Or vice versa.
Whatever you want to do. If you want to have both, that's on you, buddy.
It's just more dinero.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this year, Stuart, you said you were going to get pizza, but now you're changing your mind, right? No pizza.
Well, because Lauren's going to watch this show and listen to what Travis has gotten planned with the damn luau and everything. So, I'm probably going to end up having to make a reservation someplace.
Well, where were you going to get pizza from? That's a question.
Yeah.
Well, probably, from like Marco's or something, because
what?
Yeah, but
Marco's is great.
Because you can get like two large pizzas for $12.99 or something.
Stop it! No,
wait,
go to like if you're
did
gonna
he just
get
plug
it,
them?
Go to Pizzeria Testa or something, man.
Wait, he just plugged them and gave their pricing.
I know he's getting free pizza now.
Yeah, but well, number one, see, I'm not so sure that Pizzeria Testa has gluten-free crust.
Yes, they do.
Do they? Oh, shit.
Yes, they do.
You had to say that, didn't you?
You know why? Because they fly their ingredients in from Italy. I'm telling you, that's a true story. Give them a call.
Oh, okay.
He's like, break out the cell phone now and call.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Brandon.
Those are my people, man. I love Testa took care of me when they first started about 10 years ago, building that place. They used to come into a bar I used to work at, and I got to know them and all that. And then they invited me over for the soft opening. Ever since then, I'm like, and then when you tell me that they fly in their ingredients from Italy, and then I'm like, okay, you win. I got you. But yeah, they do have gluten-free actually.
I guess I have to try it out now because you made it public.
I'm going to send you the menu.
Yeah, I'm screwed.
Oh, wow. So Brandon's going to be with Luke. You're thinking of doing pizza.
You're doing a luau.
I'm doing a luau. And you know, guys, I was and all these are different ideas, right? These are all different ideas. And I was thinking with some points we said earlier, how sometimes things that we do, whether it be this holiday or just things in general, sometimes how things are culturally driven. None of this has anything to do, any major significance when you think about the grand scheme of things. But the culture has driven this holiday to last these many years. Listen, this holiday has lasted World War I, World War II, the Vietnamese conflict. It has lasted depression. It has lasted president after president. It has lasted regime after regime. I don't care what regime across the globe has changed. Valentine's Day has lasted. And I believe if there was a zombie apocalypse, there would be someone celebrating Valentine's Day because it's culturally driven, and we are trained to respond to certain things. Humans, we're simple beings. If we do things enough times, our minds will rewire itself to accept that as a truth and accept it as a belief. So
Sure.
That's why, of course, it's important that we pay attention to the right things or to positive things, because your mind will rewire itself. It's like it has an electrician in our brains. If we see or do something or repeat behaviors enough, our brains will rewire it as a new thing, and we will do it, whether it's morally right or morally or ethically wrong. We will do that because we are trained that way. So have we all just kind of been conditioned to accept this and say, hey, let's just continue it? I'm not knocking Valentine's Day. I'm just saying it has lasted so much, and it means different things to different individuals. And do we question and say, why am I doing this? And why am I going to get flowers at Kroger? I don't even go shop at Kroger. You don't shop at Kroger until it's Valentine's Day. Who does that? You don't even know what the inside of a Kroger looks like until it's Valentine's Day. So we go out of our norm for things that we are conditioned to do. You know, I had to go here, guys. You know my show. I had to go here. We go out of our norm because we're conditioned to do certain things, and then we ask ourselves when it goes sour, why did I do that?
Right. Right. Why did I? Well, and then I wonder, because I know there's people out there. I know there's couples out there. I may not know them, but I know there's couples out there that don't do anything on Valentine's Day. And I wonder, is that because they were taught that or they witnessed that growing up? Or did they just come together as a couple and say, look, that's just not our thing. Let's not do it. And that's okay too. I'm just curious as how they got to that point, because I think the vast majority of the people do something either on a little scale or a grand scale. They do something.
Well, I think that generally speaking, Valentine's is more of a dating type of a holiday. When people get married and all, then you're not pursuing your Valentine anymore because you married your Valentine.
Yeah, but if you don't do that, see, I don't know, because I think you should never stop dating and acting that way when you're married.
So what happened to you?
Huh?
So what happened to you?
You really want? Do we have another hour?
No, but I mean, when my daughter started growing up, I mean, like she became my Valentine. Carried it on there. Yeah, my wife is still my Valentine. She,
Sure.
she's still the love of my life, my wife, my best friend, my confidant, everything, all wrapped up into one package.
Yeah, of course.
But it gives you that opportunity once a year to kind of reaffirm that love that you have. I still love you, and if I've given you flowers every year for 48 years, you know what, I'm going to keep on doing that.
And that's okay.
That's good.
And I used to give her candy, and she can't eat candy anymore.
So Stuart ate it.
So yeah, so I get it. You think that's just a picture behind me? That's a load of candy I got in the room right now. I'm getting ready to go through it.
I get to, like, dads with their daughters will get them some Valentine's Day stuff sometimes, I think I bought Luke like we're gonna make cookies for each other, but it's not like a Valentine's Day thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just think that whatever you do, if you're married or dating, there's got to be a real understanding. Like, I'm not saying you have to like sit there and put parameters on Valentine's Day,
Right.
but I would really not want to be one of the other people going, oh, they don't care about Valentine's Day, and then you don't do anything.
Correct.
You gotta kind of know and I guess that's what I mean by continuing to date, while you're married, whether that's the mentality or actual physical dating, hey, my wife continued to date while we were married, I mean, just not me, but boom.
Boom.
But I do believe in that, not that, but I do believe in. I told you, this is all your guys' fault. I told you I didn't want to do this.
Well, I think, Travis, what we've established is that maybe you and I think about Valentine's Day the way that Brandon thinks about Halloween.
Probably.
Because you can't stop this guy on Halloween.
No. No, my bank account says the same thing. I spend more on Halloween than I spend on Christmas.
That's oh man. Well, I can't say it hasn't been fun, because it hasn't really been fun. But anyhow, to our significant others and everything, we wish you all a happy Valentine's Day, and to all of you for watching. We're really happy to have you with us, and I can't express how much we enjoyed having Travis again with us, because man,
honored, absolutely honored, guys. Thank you so much, man.
And I want you to know something, that from this day forward, Travis, you are going to be our favorite Valentine.
It's a very short list, but you're on it.
It's very short. 3 people on the list. Hey, look, guys, listen. I have a lot of stuff scheduled, or shows scheduled, guys. I am speaking with Brandon, you guys, to get you guys on TMG. Yeah, shameless plug above my head. Listen, this neon light, if you ask me how to do this again, I probably couldn't tell you.
It just happened.
Don't lose it.
Right.
I made it one day. I was sleepy when I made it. So I said, oh, let me make this real quick. And I know how to do it. I just got to remind myself how to do it. But I got to have you guys on TMG, guys. I do.
We'd love to do it. And thanks a lot for supporting our show. And we love supporting your show. And for those that are listening and watching us, catch both Tell Me Something Good as well as Trash Talk. We'll be back here again next week. All right.
TMG, I just got to say before we go, man, again, it's not because Travis is on here. I like that show. I try to catch it when it's live. Again, life happens, but I always play catch up, and I love it. It's different than other shows that I listen to. It's different than obviously anything that I do.
Oh, man, thank you.
it's
Yeah.
cool to see the themes because like I'll be listening to him and I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm thinking, you know, and it's a good show. So I'm gonna tell everybody right now, check it out. It's available on all platforms. Just Google it. You know, look on Apple Podcast, Amazon, all that stuff. And
gosh,
we'll
so much
tag
love.
and we'll leave the link and you guys can go check out TMG. Great show. Travis is a good dude.
Hey, listen, Brandon's Life of Average Joe Stewart show, man. Stewart show, man. When he has his show with his wife, I'm loving that.
Opposite
I'm loving
sexes. Yeah.
Love that, guys.
Lots of fun.
And then when you do you do a show, Stewart, where you do all these informative points of view.
Someone you should know.
That's the one I want. All right,
Yeah.
so he had the one about taxes. I'm not gonna go into it. About the taxes, one of the best ones ever.
Yep.
I've watched it twice, just so you know. I literally did because the first time I was at work and I got interrupted, so I'm like, I can watch the whole thing again, and it was really, really good. I got some good stuff out of that. You guys got to watch that, guys. People
Very
you
good.
should know.
Well, you know, follow us, folks. We're here at your disposal. YouTube, Spotify, Anchor. We're on all those platforms. And if not, just email us. And hey, if you want to be on any one of our shows, and reach out to us.
But don't reach out to me. Don't reach out to me.
We'll make it happen. There's always room
Yep.
for one more.
I'm not putting you on my show, but you guys can be on Trash Talk and don't email me.
That's okay. You've been bumped off more shows than we've been on.
That's true.
So, well, on that note, go out and make it a great Valentine's Day, everybody. And we'll all talk to you soon. Take care.
There you go.